For people listening, that's powerful, you know. Let's not lose that connection, because coming back to the unconditional love and also tapping in to the individuals, the parents now, I don't think we realise that we're, you know, the amount of energy and the, you know, you mentioned earlier about the how much we're absorbing, you know, mention that again, you know, how much we're absorbing as babies, you know, from well, just from the minute.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Bruce Lipton, and Bruce Lipton's on the
website,
videos, and he talks about the brain waves that we have, you know, and when we're in different brain states, when it's awareness and sleeping and whatever. And he says that during the first 2 years of a baby's life, they're in, I think it's in theta brainwave, so they're it's a hyper learning state of mind, really, and just how babies are taking in so much information. So this in-arms phase, which is when they're held, you know, in a sling and being carried, is so important because they're just taking it all in, and all that information is just going straight into the subconscious brain and it's stored there for future reference. So, you know, if they're seeing, you know, an empty room and there's not much of mother around, and if they're upset and they're left to cry, what they're learning is that, well, in my interpretation, is what they're learning is, if I'm upset and if I cry, nobody's going to come and talk to me, nobody's going to come and soothe me, I'm here alone, and the world is a pretty lonely place. So that's what's going into their subconscious mind, you know. So as if they're held, and there's never a need to cry because mum's always there and they've got access to the breast, for milk, there is just no need to scream and shout, because all their needs are met. So there are no stress hormones that are being released, and they're just kind of at one with the world, you know? And
more calm, coming into the beauty of life, as opposed to such an upheaval, you know? And more like, again, just using those examples, a more of a connection as opposed to a detachment.